Cinderella has lost her shoe off her foot while trying to get home by midnight. Poor Dorothy had to click her heels to get home. Both fairy tales, no truth at all. As our second speaker, Eric will share a time when he did not want to go home. In his speech titled, That's a Thing, here's ATMS and CL Eric Jacobson.
The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy, banging on the storm cellar. Let me in, let me in. It would have all been over if they opened up the storm cellar and let her in. Cinderella lost her slipper, had to get home before the clock struck 12. Only to find a prince that was able to put that shoe on, and it fit perfectly. How did it fall off to begin with? Nobody asked the question. Why? Because it was a fairy tale. Why? Because none of it was true. The story you're about to hear tonight is a fairy tale, but 100% is true. No names were changed to protect the innocent because nobody was innocent. My wife and I got invited to the Yacht Club on a cruise just 2 weeks ago. It was an amazing, amazing adventure. But it had me saying time after time, that's a thing? What's the first thing you do when you get into your room? You plug in your phone, right? And those wires are just dangling down there? Well, what if those wires are hanging down there, and you go for a coffee, and you come back, and instead of those wires hanging down, every one of the wires are strapped together. I said to Debbie in front of the butler, James, that's a thing? He said to us, if you're going to start saying that's a thing, you're going to be saying that a lot this week. And the truth is, I did. All right, so maybe this is not that unique to see a Velcro strap holding it back. But they've got their logo on it. I had no idea that was a thing. But that was just the beginning of a whole week of a fairy tale that was 100% true. Starting with getting on the ship. You go into a tremendous area ordinarily to get onto a cruise ship. No, not this time. We went down a little hallway, and there was drinks waiting for us and food waiting for us in a separate room. And that's where we met James, our butler. He took us up in the elevator. But before we got in the elevator, we had to stop at a station and get a room card. Not an ordinary room card. In fact, it looks just like this. This was the key to the city. This is Emerald City right here. With this, I just tap it against the elevator button. And the elevator comes down, and it's for our use only, just for us. Takes us right to the floor, direct, non-stop service with this. More about this in a minute. I said to that butler, I need to use an iron for white night. My wife got me this outfit, linen. As soon as you touch it, don't worry about it. The butler did it. The butler went ahead and ironed my outfit. I said, is that a thing? That was the thing. Unbeknownst to me, I was going to be saying that a lot. Everybody here has seen a menu. Have you seen a pillow menu? Oh, that's a thing. A pillow menu. I had no idea why or how or who invented that, but you had your choice of feather or foam or combination, allergies, king size, queen size. You could have two of each, one of that, one of this, mix and match. It's a thing. In this fairy tale, where everything is real, you end up scratching your head a whole lot of times. There's a phone in the room. Of course, not unrealistic. The phone's got a keypad on it with 8 different buttons. One says for butler, one says for room service, one says for theater, one says for reservations. No matter what button you hit, James picks up the phone. Doesn't matter what time it is. James is right there on the money. James asked if I would celebrate anything special being in the yacht club. I thought about it. I said, my wife is going to retire after 40 years of work. He said, oh, very nice. And he went on talking about other things. Didn't really mention anything about it. Come back from dinner. There's balloons hanging from the ceiling. There's balloons hanging on the bed. There's a table with a cake, bottle of champagne, and cookies, and couldn't do enough for us. Is that a thing? Apparently, that's the thing. The yacht club life. I can't even express how grateful I was to be invited to it. Now, it wasn't because I'm lucky or anything. It was just because, in fact, I was unlucky on my last cruise that I got invited to come back and spend that week on the yacht club. But the truth of the matter is, no matter what happens in life, these fairy tales that you hear about are just fairy tales, unless you're in a yacht club, in which case you're going to scratch your head and wonder, is that a thing? Mr. Toastmaster.